Hey guys, how's it going? I guess today is not such a beautiful day for the crypto space as it has been in the past weeks. Today I want to briefly discuss what's going on and what the perspective of Bitcoin and altcoins and of course shitcoins, because everything is bound together to Bitcoin. How are things going to evolve from here, and if are there good news in the horizon, or is it downtrend from here? Let's get started. All right, guys. So yes, Bitcoin has hit lows that we expected. Because if you don't remember, over here, you'll find a video where we discuss how low could Bitcoin go, and we explored the possibility of it hitting around $30,000 per Bitcoin, which happened just a couple of hours ago. Now, Bitcoin and all altcoins are kind of rebounding. A few altcoins have done well, and we'll explore some shitcoins because, guys, as you know me, we learn how to invest during the uptrends and the downtrends in this channel. So this is a good opportunity if you're looking to buy. Now, the previous shitcoin, which is no, it was not a shitcoin. The previous altcoin, small cap altcoin we explored, which was WEX. When we made that video, we discussed the possibility of, and it was like a prediction, even if Bitcoin went down to $30,000, that altcoin would generate you around 800% per year, 700, 800% per year. So I think we published that video 2 days ago. Now we're here, and if you got that altcoin, and then it's going to be, and even if you had to hold it for 1 year, you would make 7x of what you invested. So maybe in a year, Bitcoin is back to $100,000. So let's see. Let's see. So what happened today? And it started actually 2 days ago. And as in every story, there's a hero and a villain, and you guys probably know who the villain was. And I admire Elon Musk, and I love what he's done with his companies. But in this particular story, the Bitcoin story, he is our nasty villain. He's the bad guy who decided to, with his influence, to push the price of Bitcoin down. And how did he do it? He just mentioned and replied vaguely to questions about whether he had sold or not Bitcoin. So let's go to the browser and explore how this story evolved, and because there's a hero to this story, and this is the nice thing. And a little further in the video, I'm going to show who's the hero and how potentially this hero can defeat our villain and make Bitcoin, and therefore the price of all altcoins go back up. So let's go to the browser, and there's no doubt of who caused this downtrend. The Heel, which is a respected news company, let me just move this a little bit further left. They know who started this, and by now everyone knows Bitcoin loses all gains since Musk's comments in February. But it's not only February, right? It was the last comments that pushed the price down. He implied in one of his last comments that he had sold all of the Bitcoin that Tesla had purchased a few months ago. And by doing that, since he was the champion of Bitcoin, along with a few others, those people that look up to him to see whether Bitcoin was still a good investment got cold feet, or as we say now, paper hands, and they started selling along with that. Now, guys, here's the thing. We had predicted, and it was like, I didn't need a magician's robe to tell you what the price of Bitcoin would drop to. We spoke about that price falling down to 30,000, and along with us, there were a lot of technical analysts that were waiting for the price of Bitcoin to come down, which happened a few hours ago. So now those people are in buying mode. But it all started with this villain. I don't want to call him a villain. As a person, I don't know if he's a good person or not a good person. For the purpose of the story of Bitcoin, he is our villain. He implied he had sold everything that Tesla had with a tweet in which he was asked basically if he had sold everything, and he said indeed. And we don't know if the indeed was a reply to that question or to something else, but he implied that, and everyone took that as a yes. So there was another piece of news which was really badly interpreted by the community, and especially by news outlets that were also wanting Bitcoin to go down, which is they said that China had banned Bitcoin. And here's the thing, guys. The news piece, which was published by Reuters, it says basically that China bans financial institutions from cryptocurrency business. So this means that individuals like you and I are allowed to have and hold Bitcoin. It's just that we cannot go to the bank if we were Chinese and buy Bitcoin there. But there's a lot of places where you can buy and sell and trade Bitcoin, even peer-to-peer. So, but of course, you know the news, and you know CNN and all those usual suspects. They said that basically China had banned Bitcoin in general. And so basically I think it's 1/3 or 1/4 of the population, according to those news outlets, had been banned from using Bitcoin. And that was if that had been true, then of course this would have been a piece of news that would have pushed the price down. And since it was interpreted that way, of course, that's what happened. But if you read here, under the ban, such institutions, including banks and online payment channels, must not offer clients any service involving cryptocurrency, such as registration, trading, clearing, and settlement. But that's for institutions. So, and you know, guys, look at your country. I don't know where you live, guys, and please leave it in the comments where you come from. But at least in the U.S., where I'm currently at, there is no way that you can go to a bank and purchase Bitcoin. So what the piece of news is saying is the same thing as in the U.S. and probably the same as in your country. You cannot go to the bank and purchase crypto, but you know how news is and how they twist things. Now, this only pushed the price of Bitcoin to what we were expecting it to be. And this third piece of news, basically, they're saying this is the lowest that Bitcoin has gone. And yeah, it's basically, it dives below $33,000. It reached $29,700, which was a little bit below our expectation of 30,000. A lot of people who had purchased derivatives for expecting the Bitcoin price to rise were basically burned. So a lot of money just burned during this downtrend. But as in every downtrend or bear trend, as people like to say, there's people who earn a lot of money. And I want you guys to be that person. So let's explore what's going on with the crypto space, because this affects, as I said, not only Bitcoin, but altcoins and, of course, shitcoins, right? Those are the most affected because those are gambling shots, as opposed to altcoins that have a real use case scenario. So here's the main thing I want you to look at. The market cap, well, now it went up. A few minutes ago, it was under 2 trillion. No, this is a one. Well, this number was 1 and 900. So, and for a long time, it had, well, not a long time, because in the crypto space, long time is subjective. But let's take a look at this graph. This is how much the market cap dropped. So the market cap, guys, if you don't know, is the total amount of US dollars invested in crypto, be that Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, and even shitcoins. Although I don't think they are counting shitcoins, but it's money that entered the crypto space. So as you can see in this graph, it went radically down. There you go. It went all the way down to 1.5 trillion. And we were at almost 3 trillion not so long ago. So that's $1 trillion that left the crypto space in a span of days, literally a span of like a week. So if that means that all that money went back to the banks or somewhere else, and of course that pushed the prices of not only Bitcoin but every other crypto down. So that's the first thing I wanted you to notice. And the other thing is the Bitcoin dominance. It's a good indicator of where the remaining money is. And look, guys, it's 42% Bitcoin. It's gone a little bit up. So some of the money that was in altcoins and shitcoins decided not to go back to the bank, but to the safety of Bitcoin, the relative safety of Bitcoin. Some has stayed in Ethereum. So if you add these two up, it's like 60%, 70%. So there's still 30% of that total money. I'm sorry, guys, the total market cap is 1.5. So this means that all this money not only went back to the bank, some of it went to Bitcoin. And here's the thing. Here's where the hero of the story enters the story. And as you know, guys, Michael Saylor is our Bitcoin champion. And he did the same thing that many other traders are doing now. They were waiting for Bitcoin to go down to $30,000. And they decided this is a good, solid price point to enter Bitcoin. And so he just announced his company just purchased 111,000 Bitcoin. That is a lot of money, guys. And he's not selling. That's what he says. So he is our champion currently. If you haven't been watching the news, both Michael Saylor and Elon Musk got into a fight in Twitter, in which Elon Musk was saying Bitcoin is so much resource hungry, meaning energy, that is no longer considered clean. Therefore, I'm going to be selling. And we spoke about this in one of our previous videos. Michael Saylor and Cathie Wood, who control a lot of money in the stock market, actually answered to Elon Musk and said, 70% of the energy that is produced to mine Bitcoin it comes from clean sources. And of course, Elon Musk did not answer to that. So who knows if he sold all his Bitcoin, if he didn't sell, as he much later said he hadn't sold. Now I'm sure he's regretting his vague tweets, because if he purchased Bitcoin, let's say at 40,000 and it went down to 29,000, he lost a lot of money. So hopefully he'll learn his lesson, and he has a lot of influence. And this is the thing that scares me, guys. How can the tweet of one guy who is considered the champion of Bitcoin but still push the price further down to such a degree that we saw a 50% drop in the price of Bitcoin from its all-time highs. I'm sure he will be reprimanded by the Security Exchange Commission, or someone else, and I'm sure he will learn his lesson from the money he lost. And fortunately, we have some champions like Michael Saylor and Cathie Wood who are really invested in Bitcoin. And of course, not only them, guys, there's a lot of people that were waiting for the 30,000 price point. And I would invest in Bitcoin at that price point, but you guys know I love my interest rates. So this is a good point. Cake went down to 17. It went down from all-time highs of 40 something down to 17. So for me, it was a good entry point. And of course, I do get my interest while I wait for that to go up. So that's a good perspective if you are investing in altcoins, and ideally not so much in shitcoins, but also if you're getting interest from that. That's a good way to wait. Bitcoin is only going to be yielding you between 1 and 6% depending on where you invest that. Compared to 200% or 150 that you can get in Cake, or 700 in Wex. So lastly, I'm going to show you guys the chart to see where we're at and where can we go from here. So let's look at the browser, and here we go. Let's see if we can move this little thingy. Yeah, over here. There we go. So this is the chart of Bitcoin. This is our all-time high. It was at 64,000. This is our not all-time low, but this is our monthly low. And remember, guys, it feels like this is something that has been going on for a year. It just started a few months ago. Like the rally we're currently in, it started in January, basically. We were at $26,000 in January. Now we went all the way down to 29, almost $30,000. And guys, if you see this yellow lines, these are our the floors. That's the way I like to name them. The floors where normally Bitcoin rebounds. So if you see this is a strong floor, Bitcoin rebounded here, and it tried to rebound here, but it punctured this floor, and then it punctured this one, and then it punctured this one, and then it tried to puncture the $30,000 floor, and it didn't, because it went back up here. It went back up this floor, the 33,000 floor, and it's trying to go back to 38, which is a strong floor. So floors turn into ceilings when they are punctured. So right now, what we need to see is whether Bitcoin will puncture this floor that turned into a ceiling. If it can go above $38,000, then my perspective, and remember guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. I just want to share with you my own research and what I think is going to happen. No one can really predict how Bitcoin will behave tomorrow, but my hope is if we can puncture the ceiling now of $38,000 per Bitcoin, I believe we're going to go back up at least to $45,000, if not more. So I know you guys might be out of hope. You might be wondering what's going on now. How long will this last? The good news is we punctured this ceiling, which was previously a floor, and now we're trying to go back. And this was only a couple hours ago. So in a few hours, we went from this low, which was a strong floor, puncture this one, and we're trying to puncture this one. So keep an eye, guys. I will publish a new video if I have more news as things develop. Hopefully we'll puncture that ceiling of 38,000, and then we'll be back in business. While that happens, guys, I hope you've heard my advice, and not a financial advice. What I'm doing is looking for interest rates, and this is going to be the last thing I show you guys. If you go to PancakeSwap, which is where you can buy and sell cake, and the Binance Smart Chain, you can go to pools, and you'll see plenty of potential investment places where you can. Well, it's not working right now, but usually you get. Right now, for investing in cake, you're getting close to 200%. A cake is a really, really solid altcoin, and it's, I think, in market cap is number 36. So this is a solid altcoin, and it's yielding you 200%. So it's not a shitcoin. It's not a small cap altcoin, and small caps are more volatile, guys. So that means that when the price of Bitcoin goes down, their price goes further down, and the same thing happens in upward movements. Right now, WEX is around 4 cents from 11, where it was when we published the video. Cake is going up. It touched 14, and now it's going to close to 18. So it's rebounding up like all altcoins, most altcoins. But the important thing is, guys, while you wait for that to happen, you earn interest, and imagine you earn 200% interest while that happened, and then you're back up at regular prices, but you have doubled the investment plus whatever the price of your altcoin went up. So you get paid for waiting for things to get up. So I hope this video was useful to you guys. If it was, please like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, where I teach you how to invest properly during the bull trends and the downtrends. See you next video. Bye-bye.